We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. This is an attack warning. I repeat, this is an attack warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the U.S. Army. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Independence Day is gonna turn into a nightmare. At around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, the U.S. Army detected the launch of 50 nuclear fireworks being launched to the sky from what is believed to be from somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. These nuclear fireworks are expected to impact the following locations within the next 30 minutes. Jacksonville, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Richmond, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Nashville, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia. The President of the United States is currently being taken to an undisclosed location, so the President cannot make a message to the American people. When these nuclear fireworks impact, there will be a massive explosion in firework style. Nuclear fallout will spread across the entire United States, and the entire country will be completely destroyed with nothing remaining. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks or explosions, and long exposure can and will result in certain death. Fallout spread very quickly, so do not hesitate to find a shelter. If you cannot find a fallout shelter, you're screwed, as these nuclear fireworks will literally wipe out everything and practically wipe the country off the face of the earth. The fallout will be around for about 2 weeks, but nothing is for sure right now. All residents of the United States, get into an underground shelter immediately. Make sure you have enough supplies for your shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, phones, wireless chargers, toiletries, flashlights, a battery-powered radio, and batteries for flashlights, or anything that uses batteries you might need or bring to your shelter. These supplies should last for 2 to 4 weeks, but we are praying that the fallout doesn't last any longer than 2 weeks, but due to the amount of missiles containing nuclear warheads, the fallout might last for weeks, months, or even years. Well, probably not years, but probably up to a year. Please do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse. This broadcast will now cease transmission. Good luck to you all.
We interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and NASA. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Our world is coming to an end. At around 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time, the sky began to turn into a bright green color for an unknown cause. People who were outside during this time experienced certain death after some time, close to like 3 to 5 minutes. This has been happening in all 7 continents across the planet for the past 2 hours, and the sky doesn't show any signs of turning back to normal. The sky is believed to have turned radioactive for an unexplained cause. NASA confirms some very disturbing news about the situation. It has been confirmed that there will be no way of stopping this. There is nothing humanity can do to stop the apocalypse. The president is being taken to an undisclosed location, but it is unknown if the president is still alive. Radioactive chemicals are in the air. Do not breathe in the chemicals. This will result in certain death. It is unknown if humanity will be able to survive the apocalypse, nor how long this may last. Get into your homes or shelters and do anything by all means to survive the apocalypse. This broadcast will now cease transmission.
We interrupt your regular programming due to the special alert. This is a national emergency. Apparently, many reports across the country have reported about trees, buildings, houses, and even some people beginning to disappear randomly for an unknown cause. Because houses were reported to be disappearing as well, you are advised to not go inside any buildings for at least longer than 5 minutes. Better than that, don't go into any buildings at all, unless absolutely necessary. Stay outside, as being outside is the most recommended strategy for surviving something really strange, which we are hoping is only a brief moment. Stand by for this message. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This station has interrupted your normal programming at the request of the White House, to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the South Dakota area. This is some random station. We will continue to serve the South Dakota area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use, not for contacting your boy or girl friends, or for some other stupid reason. The EAS has been activated to keep you informed. We interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of NASA. The sky has been reported to be cracking, causing everything in existence to disappear. Many buildings, people, plants, and trees began to disappear at a fast rate. All of Central America and a lot of Canada have also been reported to have completely disappeared due to the sky randomly cracking. Many pieces of the sky have been reported to be falling, crushing people and other objects. This will be the death of mankind, as the sky is continuing to crack at a fast rate. Everything is disappearing. NASA claims that there will be no possible way to stop this crisis. This event will happen across the entire universe. This may be the end of existence. At this time, gather your friends, family, and pets in an underground shelter and brace for the end, and prepare to disappear to an unknown void. This is the EAS guy, Tom, signing off for the final time.
We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of the SCP Foundation and the United States government. At around 7:23 a.m. Eastern Time, an unusual and dangerous situation is now unfolding. A phenomenon of unknown has infected the sun, somehow causing it to turn into a blood red color, along with the sky. The sun is infecting every living organism and all humans, turning them into some type of jelly-like substance. Everyone, embrace the darkness, fear the light. The sun is extremely dangerous and deadly at this time. These jelly-like substances are extremely dangerous as well. Already, over millions of deaths across the country have already been reported, and the death rate is increasing. This phenomenon is expected to become a global cataclysm by midnight. To protect yourself, follow these instructions. Get indoors immediately. Get underground immediately. Close, lock, and block any and all doors and windows. Make sure you have enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, or anything necessary until further notice. Do not go outside. Do not look at the sky. Do not look at the sun, because not only will you turn into these creatures, but you'll also get blinded. If you need more supplies to last you and your family, start your journey when the sun is not present. Make sure to have weapons with you just in case you come in contact with these creatures. The SCP Foundation claims that this phenomenon is expected to last for a very long time, and it is unknown if this will ever end. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed. Stay tuned to this station for more information on this dangerous and unusual situation.